my name is Ann-Lynn Gillian Daniel, and I work at the University of Wisconsin in the College of Engineering. We do a lot of outreach around science and engineering for K-12 students. But since we're social distancing, we're now doing a series of videos of activities that you can do at home. Today's activity is about using the right tool for the right type of job. And to help me, I've asked my two teenagers, Noah and Hannah, to join me. Hi guys.
Hello.
Thanks for helping. This is an activity that we typically do with elementary school kids, but since social distancing, I only have access to the teenagers in my house. So for this activity, we're going to talk about using the right tool for the job. So for example, if I were to go out in the backyard and want to get a single grain of sand, I wouldn't use a bulldozer to do that, right? I would use something more like tweezers. On the other hand, if I needed to pick up a boulder, I wouldn't use tweezers for that job. So that's what this activity is about, thinking about the types of tools we use for different jobs. For this activity, you want to get some simple tasks. Noah likes Legos, so I had him get a series of Legos that he's going to build into a block. Hannah is a big fan of puzzles, so we picked out part of a puzzle for her to do. If you choose to go with a puzzle, you want one that's pretty simple for the child to do, because this activity is about dexterity and not about putting a puzzle together. Any activity that requires manual dexterity will work. So I also have a muffin tin, and I like candy, so I have some jelly beans that I'm going to sort into this tin. Again, anything that requires dexterity is useful for this activity. You'll also want a timer and then some mittens. So I have oven mitts that you can use, or just regular winter mittens are fine. So I'll give everybody a pair of mittens. For the timer, depending on the age of the kids, you can set the timer for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, or you can use a stopwatch feature and see how long it takes for people to complete their task. You can choose which you want to do. Then you're going to have people put their oven mitts or their mittens on and start to do their activity. All right, guys, give it your best shot. So we did about 3 minutes. So how did you guys do?
I did pretty good.
Pretty good, but did you use all the Legos?
No.
How about your puzzle, Hannah?
I mean, didn't do as well as I thought.
Yeah, you're a really good puzzle builder, aren't you? How come you didn't finish?
Because I couldn't pick up the pieces when they were laying flat on the table very well.
Why couldn't you pick up the pieces?
Because my oven mitts were too big.
Your oven mitts were too big? Noah, how about you? How come you didn't? You're a good Lego builder.
I was in a similar situation, but it wasn't as hard probably as that to pick them up, but to put them on was more difficult.
Yeah, I had a hard time picking up these jelly beans with a mitten on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same task. So take apart your puzzle and your Legos, but this time we're not going to wear any oven mitts or mittens. And we're just going to compare how long it takes. This time, if you want, you might want to run a stopwatch. That's what I'm going to do. See how fast we are. Remember last time we used about 3 minutes and we did not finish. All right, 1 minute. High five.
1 minute.
All right, so you guys were much faster without mittens or oven mitts on. How come?
Yeah, because I could use my hands. And
I could put them on easier.
You could put the...
My fingers.
Oh, you could connect the Legos easier? And were you able to pick them up off the table with your fingers? Yeah, so for these tasks, our hands are about the size of the task we're trying to do. We don't have these really bulky oven mitts or mittens on. Similarly, scientists need to have tools that are correct for the size of the project that they're working on. So when we make things like really tiny computer components, we need much smaller tools than just our fingers. This photo is of a clean room at the University of Wisconsin-Madison College of Engineering. In this room, there are specialized tools and instruments that allow scientists to create the components of microchips and other types of micro devices. The scientist you see in the picture is wearing a special suit that prevents dust and debris from the scientist's body from getting on these tiny devices and possibly ruining them. This and other equipment allows scientists and engineers to work on extremely small scales, things that are too small for the eye to see. If you want to learn more about the types of instrumentation and tools that scientists and engineers use, you can go to our education website, which is linked in the information section below. Thank you for watching our video.